Hey everybody, it's Super Awesome Gabe here from Window Ninjas, and today I am going to share some information with you guys because I got people asking me, can a franchise replace a six-figure job? And the answer is yes, just not immediately. Listen, if you're making six figures right now and thinking a franchise is going to replace that income in 90 days, man, that is not how it works. No, no, no. Let's talk about reality, okay? Man, a six-figure job gives you something super powerful. You know what that is? Predictability, okay? Think about it, man. Every 2 weeks, you're gonna get paid, okay? Man, or bi-monthly, however, most companies are paying like bi-monthly now, but at any rate, but you're getting paid, man, okay? Now, owning a franchise gives you something a whole lot different. That gives you potential, right? But potential requires time, execution, and patience does as well. Okay, so, but anyways, this is the mistake that most people make, right? They compare their stable paycheck to a brand new business in month 3. Man, come on. That's not a fair comparison. You can't do that, right? Here's how a six-figure job actually works, okay? Pay attention to this one because this is really important. Now, you got to stabilize the business first, right? We're talking about a franchise, right? Any business, right? You got to build a pipeline. You got to learn systems. You got to dial in marketing. You've got to build consistency, right? Okay? Kind of like you did when you walked into that six-figure job. You did all those things to get that six figures, right? Now you're talking about break-even point in your business, right? Now the business can support itself, but it's just not feeding you yet, right? It's surviving, but it just isn't producing anything tangible for you yet, right? So that means you got to replace income, and you're still working on that, right? And that's where when profit comes in consistently, it exceeds your personal living expenses, man. That's where you want to be at. Now, for most disciplined operators, man, that's about a 12 to 24 month journey, right? It could happen faster for sure, right? But should you plan on it? Absolutely not, right? You don't want to do that, okay? But you just want to keep working those steps to be getting you to that six-figure income, but your business has got to be producing the revenue in order for you to get that six-figure income, right? So let's say that six-figure job of yours is paying you $120,000 a year, okay? To replace that safely, man, your business needs to produce your salary plus reinvestment plus cash reserves, right? Now, that means your business likely needs to generate significantly more than $120,000 in profit to do this responsibly. See where I'm at? Now, that's where most people underestimate the timeline, okay? And you don't want to do that, okay? Now, in a service business model like Window Ninjas, one mature truck can produce between $250,000 and $350,000 a year, okay? But mature is the key word, okay? You don't walk in on day one at full production, right? You got to build towards it, right? That's how you got that $120,000 a year job, right? The operators who win don't quit their job emotionally, man. What they do is they quit strategically, right? They build, okay? And they build until the numbers make the decision obvious, right? Does this make sense, right? It's a lot of information, right? Okay, it can be hard for some to understand, but I think you gotta push through it if you really want to be able to have that time freedom and financial freedom. If you want those freedoms, you can't rush to build it, right? You got to use your job as fuel. You got to fund the runway. You got to invest the marketing. You got to follow the system, man. You got to do all of those things, right? Then transition when the business proves itself, okay? Not when you feel inspired. You can't be that way, man. You're gonna go out of business, right? But when the math supports it, think about that, man. Okay? You gotta build, man. And you got to continue to produce, but don't rush it, man. That is where a lot of business owners go wrong, right? If you're serious about replacing your six-figure job the right way, do me a favor, reach out to me, right? Because I can walk you through the numbers. I can show you the model. And then you can decide if you're ready to build an asset instead of just earning a paycheck. Sound like something you're looking for? Keep shining.